Good morning, everybody. Today is Saturday, the 7th of January, and I've got a lot of stuff to do. We've got the kids coming over for dinner tonight. We're actually doing Christmas round 2 because my daughter's boyfriend was not in town. So I have errands to run, groceries, nails to fix, a little bit of cleaning, and I'm just gonna take you with me. So let's go. My nails are done. So in my vlog from last week, and I'm going to link it up here somewhere, I was talking about what I want to do for 2023. And this is one of those things. I just want to do more home vlogs and vlogs of just me doing my stuff, my errands. The first Christmas decoration officially going away. I know this is probably weird because it's our daughter and her boyfriend that's coming over. I'm curious, do you guys also tidy up before your kids come over to visit? It's something I do for, other guests, but I also do it for when she comes over. It shouldn't matter, but I still like to just tidy up a little and have a nice, house welcoming her. As I mentioned earlier today, this is kind of like our Christmas round 2 because her honey couldn't join us for Christmas. And we've got some gifts for him. We also have gifts that got sent for them by the family that got here after Christmas. So our tree still has stuff under it, but it's all for her and her honey. But this will mark the end of Christmas for me. I know some people have already taken down their trees. I can't even begin to take mine down yet. I'm gone all of next week. I'm working in another state. Actually, I'm working in 3 other states next week. And it's a lot of work, like I had mentioned before. So my honey and I will take it down when I get back. And maybe I'll vlog it when I take it down. Would you like to see that? But I'm gonna start dinner. I'm gonna show you guys what I'm making for dinner for them. And I also just got some stuff to make a little charcuterie. I can never say that right. One of those cool boards with meats and cheeses. I'm gonna make my version of Parmesan chicken tonight, and I'm gonna make a little homemade Alfredo pasta sauce. And I'm gonna show you guys how I make my Parmesan chicken. It's my version of it. I don't bread the chicken, but this stuff comes out delicious. In my opinion, Prego is the best sauce. And so I buy Prego, the one that's flavored with meat. And I actually put first 1 layer of Prego in the bottom. Cover this pan really, really well. I always put a little bit of cooking wine in my food. Actually, this is dry cooking wine. So I'm gonna just mix it up in there and get all the sauce out. I'm just gonna layer the chicken right in that Prego sauce. I'm making all of the chicken we just got today. Gonna leave some leftovers from my honey. So big. And it's not gonna stick either. When you have the Prego sauce in the bottom, it doesn't stick. And I love this stuff, Mrs. Dash. It's actually just called Dash now. It used to be called Mrs. Dash, but this is the Italian one. I just sprinkle it ever so lightly. It's the Italian medley. Love this stuff. And I'm gonna cover the top of it now with the Prego. So it's 2 small cans. These are like the smallish, medium-sized cans of Prego. So it's 2 small bottles, small, medium-size-ish of the Prego. But now I'm pouring what was in the first bottle. Still trying to get all of the juices out. Into the second, that's where we've got the cooking wine. Seal it, mix it up, and it's going in. We have Link complaining in the background. So I've got the oven preheating to 375. I normally leave it in there for about 45 minutes or so, 45 minutes to an hour-ish. And then I'll show you what I do, because once it's almost ready and it's at the very end, I'll grab some mozzarella cheese, some Parmesan cheese, and I'll put it on the top, stick it back in the oven, and just let it melt, and then we're ready to eat. I've got my itty bitty charcuterie, I don't know if I said that right, board, and I just want to show you what I did. It's not as pretty as other times, and it's really small. It's just the 4 of us, but it's something to pick on while I've got the chicken in the oven. We've got a couple of different crackers. Those are the water crackers that you see. A lot of times they're very plain and very lightweight. This is from Publix. This right here is actually blueberry cheese. It's goat cheese with blueberry. It's really yummy, guys. Here we've got a little bit of turkey, some pepperoni, and 4 different cheeses. But something that I am hooked on and I love is honeycomb. That's actual honeycomb. This one I picked up recently at Publix, but I've also bought it at the Orange. There's like a big store that's an actual Orange here in Kissimmee. Maybe I'll take you there sometime. They also have honeycomb. I've gotten it on Amazon, but it is really yummy. And then we have a honey for cheese right here. The honeycomb is ultra sweet, and I just love the texture of the honeycomb. Honeycomb might sound weird to some people, but we went to the tea room at the Grand Floridian years ago for Mother's Day. And honeycomb was one of the things they gave you with the crackers and the cheese. And there's certain cheeses that the honeycomb just is fantastic with, because it's sweet, and then the cheese might have more of that, I don't know, like that cheddary cheese, for example. It's more tangy, and then the honeycomb, it's that sweet and sour mix that's so good. And ever since then, I went on like this hunt for honeycomb, and I finally found some. So now I buy it. I have it at home just for, you know, occasions like this, but I really enjoy it. This little tray you see here, I found at Home Goods, and I think it was like $12.99. It's got Mickey, it says the word Mickey here, but it's got Mickey all around. I'm not a big wine drinker, but this Sangre de Guida, or Guida, I'm not even sure how to pronounce it. Guys, this stuff is so good. It's really smooth and it's kind of bubbly, but the kids just got here and they brought me some of the wine. I'm making my Alfredo sauce. So it is a little bit of heavy whipping cream. I'm gonna put a little bit of nutmeg. That's really your secret sauce right there. Your secret ingredient is nutmeg. A little bit of garlic powder. And then I like the shaved Parmesan, not the grated Parmesan. So I'll show you guys what I use. So good. I love it. Shaved Parmesan from Publix. It's fresh, it's yummy. Just a little bit of nutmeg is all you need. Some garlic powder, just a little bit, not a lot. And you're gonna simmer this. You're not gonna cook it too high. Just kind of let it simmer for a little while. We're gonna add butter later. Butter's important. I cook a lot with butter. So we're gonna add the butter later when we mix this in. All right, so I get the Parmesan and I sprinkle it on top. After all, this is supposed to be chicken Parmesan. So there you go. I've already turned off the oven. All of this is just gonna melt in there. I'm just gonna throw it back in the oven. The oven is already off, but it's still very hot. So I'm just gonna throw it back in there. Let the cheese melt in to that chicken and melt into the sauce. Now let's make our Alfredo and we're done. Time for the butter. And yes, it's gonna be a lot of butter. You don't have to put this much butter, but I like to put that much butter. And then here is the sauce. And mix it a little bit. It's nice and thick. You have to really watch it because it kind of gets stuck to the bottom a little bit, so just watch it. There. And there we go. I picked up some Oreo Thins. I love these guys. Oh my God. This with some nice cold milk. So that's what we're gonna have for dessert today. There's also vanilla ice cream. So maybe a couple of us will have some ice cream with it. That's dessert. Guys, I had not seen this. It is a measuring cup set from the Food and Wine Festival. I have not seen this as many times as I go to the parks. So this large piece right here is actually the 1 cup. And then let me show you the inside. Look at that. Isn't that awesome? Oops. I love it. Love it. This is from the kids. Thanks for watching, everybody. Don't forget, subscribe, like, and comment. Catch you on the next one.